Greetings, souls who are searching for freedom and for beauty. Today, we are not stepping into a fortress of iron discipline or a palace designed to intimidate. Today, we journey towards something softer. A refuge. A sanctuary. Welcome to Hungary, the land of sweeping plains, golden fields, and fiercely independent hearts. And before us, bathed in the gentle glow of morning light, stands the royal palace of Gödöllő. This is the place Empress Elizabeth of Austria, the woman history remembers as Sisi, called the true home of her heart. Take a deep breath. The air feels different here. It is lighter than Vienna's formal atmosphere, fresher, touched by forest and wind. As the sun rises over the cream and pale gold facade, the palace does not dominate the landscape. It welcomes it. It feels alive. Unlike the imposing stone walls of the Hofburg in Vienna, Gödöllő does not seem built to rule. It was built to live. The Hofburg represents power. Gödöllő represents peace. Its unique double U-shape stretches outward like open arms, embracing the vast gardens that surround it. This is the largest Baroque palace in Hungary. But what makes it extraordinary is not its size. It is the woman who breathed life into its halls. The palace was originally built in the 18th century by Count Antal Grassalkovich I, a powerful Hungarian nobleman. He designed it in a style now known as Grassalkovich Baroque. Notice the high central dome, the wide wings that curve gently around the courtyard. The structure feels expansive rather than restrictive. It reflects the Hungarian spirit, generous, open, and deeply connected to nature. Yet the most important chapter of this palace's story began in 1867. That year marked the compromise between Austria and Hungary. Franz Joseph was crowned King of Hungary, and Elizabeth became Queen. As a gesture of loyalty and gratitude, the Hungarian government gifted Gödöllő Palace to the royal couple. For Franz Joseph, it was a political symbol. For Sisi, it was freedom. Now let us step inside. Imagine the echoes of the past surrounding us. Gentlemen in ornate hussar uniforms embroidered with gold. Ladies in flowing silk gowns that whisper across marble floors. We ascend the grand staircase. The white stone feels cool beneath our feet. Above us, crystal chandeliers scatter light across carved balustrades. The space is magnificent, but not overwhelming. There is elegance here, but also air. And air was what Sisi needed. At the rigid Austrian court, she felt suffocated. She was expected to stand perfectly still, speak perfectly measured words, and embody perfection at every moment. In Vienna, she was a living portrait. At Gödöllő, she was human. Here, she rode horses across the Hungarian plains. Here, she spoke Hungarian freely. Here, she laughed without calculating who might be watching. Let us enter her private sanctuary, Sisi's suite. Notice the dominant color. Violet. Her favorite color. The silk wallpaper glows softly in shades of lilac and deep amethyst. Heavy velvet curtains frame tall windows that overlook the gardens. Even the small details, cushions, embroidery, writing desk accents, carry that same tone. Violet is a color of royalty. But it is also a color of introspection, of quiet melancholy. Sisi was known for her beauty. Her hair, cascading nearly to the floor. Her slender figure, maintained through strict discipline. But beneath that beauty lay restlessness. In this room, she wrote poetry. She read books for hours. She studied Hungarian with dedication, embracing the language of the people who loved her. She felt a deep bond with Hungary, perhaps stronger than her connection to Austria. The Hungarian people adored her in return. To them, she was not a distant empress. She was their queen, their ally, their friend. Beyond the private rooms, the palace gardens stretch endlessly. Walk with me. The air smells of grass and earth. The paths wind through carefully designed lawns and shaded groves. Unlike the rigid symmetry of French gardens, these feel more natural, more forgiving. It was here that Sisi could ride freely. She was an exceptional equestrian, fearless, disciplined, almost wild in her devotion to the sport. On horseback, she escaped the suffocating etiquette of court life. Out here, beneath open sky, she felt alive. Freedom was not a political concept for her. It was physical. It was movement. It was wind in her hair. Yet even here, peace could not last forever. Tragedy followed her life like a persistent shadow. Her son, Crown Prince Rudolf, died in the infamous Mayerling incident. Her marriage grew distant. Her heart retreated further into solitude. Though Gödöllő remained her refuge, even it could not protect her from sorrow. In 1898, while traveling in Geneva, Sisi was assassinated by an anarchist. She died not in a palace of gold, but beside a quiet lake. It was a death as sudden and tragic as so much of her life. But Gödöllő endures. Walk through its halls today, and you still sense her presence. Not as a ghost of fear, but as a whisper of longing. The palace does not feel haunted. It feels reflective. As if it remembers the sound of her footsteps. The rustle of violet silk. The soft turning of pages in her private study. As the sun sets over the estate, golden light spills across the facade. The cream-colored walls glow warmly against the fading sky. Birdsong replaces the noise of courtly chatter. Gödöllő does not roar with history. It breathes. It reminds us that even in lives surrounded by crowns and titles, what we truly seek is simple. Freedom. Belonging. A place to breathe. Sisi found that here. Not in the grandeur of empire, but in quiet moments, reading by a window, riding across fields, listening to the wind through trees. When you leave Gödöllő, turn back one more time. You will see a palace that does not demand admiration. It invites understanding. A palace built not only for kings, but for a restless soul seeking space. Thank you for walking through this sanctuary of freedom and beauty with me today. If this story touched your heart, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. There are many more places where history and emotion meet, waiting for us to explore together. Until our next journey into timeless grace. Goodbye, candle sparkles.